Happy Valentine's month, everybody. I'm the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to share with you some of my favorite Valentine's Day episodes from TV shows or even movies. Not everything is all lovey-dovey. Sometimes Valentine's Days deal with heartache and everything. So, some episodes will be romantic and lovey-dovey, while others will be very sad and heart-wrenching and stuff. But love is love. It doesn't always come with smiles and giggles and glee. So I'm here today to talk to you about Jack of All Trades, Season 1, Episode 4, Once You Go Jack. So, Jack of All Trades is one of my all-time favorite shows from back in the day. It stars Bruce Campbell and Angela Daughtry. And, this was a period piece that's like a ripoff of Zorro. One day I've got to talk about this show. I've only talked about, I briefly talked about it, and I talked about the Thanksgiving episode, and that's about it. But this was a very hilarious show where he was like a vigilante Zorro type. And so in this episode is special because when him and Amelia are in the marketplace, all of a sudden somebody just starts shooting at Jack and he doesn't know who it is. It's some woman dressed in some type of Western attire because it's 1801 during that time. And so she's just shooting at him with so many different varieties of pistols and rifles and stuff, but he's dodging every single last one. And so all of a sudden she tackles him, and then he rips off her bandana, and he sees it's a woman named Kentucky Sue. This was his old partner back in his spy days, but he's still a spy now, but back when he was in America. See, he's been transferred to an island called Palau because Napoleon is trying to take over the world and he's there to help stop it. And so he's undercover there in Palau as an American spy. And Kentucky Sue is, of course, from Kentucky. And so, she's also his ex-lover. Now, she's played by a New Zealand actress, Jodie Dorday, and I remember her back from the Hercules and Xena days when she played an Amazon in Xena. Boy, I remember that and stuff. So I always wondered what happened to her, and she still works till this day. And so I remember this episode. I always remember being so happy seeing her because I remember her from the Xena episode and stuff. And because it was only a few years since Xena. But the one thing that got me, because her acting is really good in this, but it's her fake Western country accent. It's okay at times, but when you listen to it too much, it's a bit annoying because she puts it on really thick and strong. And so it gets kind of annoying at times, But basically, she's a guy's gal type person. She's rowdy, she's rough, she's tough. She likes to shoot at people. She likes to wrestle with folks. She likes to beat them up, stuff like that. Have a couple of drinks with the guy. She's not girly whatsoever. And so when she sees Jack, she said, she was in the area a couple of 8,000 miles away from American shore. And she gives him a gift, a tiny little bullet, a round bullet from back in those days with his initials on it. She told him that, she wanted to put that in his bag because he left her high and dry and she don't know why he left her and stuff. And so he meets her new partner, Amelia. And Amelia, of course, is a British, snooty scientist spy woman. But she's played by, of course, a New Zealand actress. And so while her and Jack are walking around the dock area, all of a sudden he sees some people in danger. So because he has this whole Zorro personality, superhero type thing, he ditches her, which pisses her off, and then he disguises himself as the Daring Dragoon, which is, his Zorro type personality. And when she hears him laugh, she knows exactly who it is. So once he saves the day and everything, they head back to Amelia's place where he lives at. Amelia is like flabbergasted because she hears some weird noises coming out of the room. She thinks they're clickety clacking, they're just wrestling. And so with Kentucky Sue there, she's stopping Jack from doing like his business and stuff. So Amelia makes her like leave the room and tell Jack, they have to get rid of this bomb. The governor, Palau Palau, who is Napoleon's brother, he's fake on the show. Not Napoleon, but the brother. He's completely made up. Has a new cannon. It's big, it's long, and oh, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. It has huge balls. This show has a lot of innuendos in it because, of course, it's Bruce Campbell. Basically, think of Jack Styles as like a 1800s Ash and everything. And so this was like Bruce Campbell at like his finest back in like the late 90s, early 2000s and stuff. And so, like, they have to figure out a way to destroy it because from Palau Palau, if they fire it, they can hit England. And it would cause an even bigger war because the Napoleonic wars are going on at this time. So Kentucky doesn't really like Amelia that much because she don't like the idea of Jack having a new partner and being female. But then she gets pissed when she can overhear Jack and Amelia talking about her. And so one time when they're at, like, Governor Croak's little party thing he's throwing, which by the way, I appreciate so much that the people, like the French soldiers that are at Palau Palau, are talking with a fake French accent. They're all New Zealand actors and stuff. And I appreciate that because one of the things I hate is when I'm watching a period piece about France and they all sound British. I'm just like, that don't make no sense. Even though their fake French accents are terrible, I appreciate it. So anyways, she's pissed off at Jack and everything, and she's just roughing him up and everything in front of Croak. And she reveals that she knows who the Daring Dragoon is. And because cause she had proposed to like Jack with a wedding ring, and he didn't want to marry her, so she thinks, he wants Amelia. So in order to make her stop blabbing to Croak, he said he'll marry her. So now all of a sudden she wants to be girly, and she wants him to do all this fancy romantic stuff. Well, okay, this is the part now. So it's been a while since I saw this. So when he's talking to Amelia, then she overhears those two talking and she gets pissed. Now, Amelia is creating gunpowder for the explosive she's going to use to blow up the cannon. Kentucky Sue gets pissed and starts shooting up the lab. I don't know how she got in the lab because it's a secret way you're supposed to get in there. Anyway, once he's able to stop her, she asks him straight up, why did he leave her all them years ago? And he tells her plain and simple that I think it was President Jefferson, wanted Jack to assassinate Kentucky Sue because he thought that she was traitor and was gonna give intel to the British and everything. So he wanted Jack to get rid of her, but Jack couldn't do it because he was all in love with her and stuff. And so but apparently it was some Benedict Arnold, I think it was, who was actually the traitor and stuff. So Jack, let her live, but then he left. And so after hearing that, she forgives him because, this woman is madly in love with Jack. And you know how women get when they get left high and dry, or the whole hit it and quit it thing. And, because she thought those two were going to be together forever. And he told her a different time and everything. Yeah, we would have been together today and stuff. So he still has to get rid of the cannon. So he dresses up as the Dragoon. Amelia dresses up in her black outfit, which is weird. It's just a black lace looking outfit, like a body's outfit. a tight outfit, and she has like a big scarf thing around her head, but you can see her face, but she pretends like to hide her face. I never understood that outfit, like never. So he's beating up the guards, and she almost get like caught by a crop because she's about to blow the thing up. Until Kentucky Sue comes in and says that they shooting the place up. They managed to blow up the bomb and everything. And so Kentucky realizes that, it is finally time to move on from Jack. She loves him to death, but she realizes, his life has changed from back in the day. And he has like a mission, he has a new life, and she can respect that. She don't like it, but there's nothing she can do about it. And that's one of the things you have to do is like, no matter how much you love somebody, when it's not meant to be, it simply just isn't meant to be. And it's hard, and you have to get closure somehow, And she gets her closure by socking him in the jaws. And then she hightails it on out of there, hitting on the guards on the boat. And so this was like a really fun episode. I always loved this show, man. And the fact that it was 20 minutes, it was like multiple episodes. Sometimes they went a little too far with the comedy. I wanted to be a bit more serious, but hey, it was back in that old Sam Raimi and Rob Tabbert style, you know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is, Now, wasn't that romantic or depressing, depending on what kind of video I just talked about? Okay, well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and bye.